Have you ever looked back at your career and realized you didn't take an opportunity? Not because you weren't qualified, but because you were afraid? It happens all the time. Fear whispers excuses that sound like logic. I'm not ready to run a business. What if I fail and lose money? What will my colleagues think if I go solo? But here's the truth. When you avoid fear, it still controls your decisions. And for physiatrists, that avoidance is often the invisible chain keeping you from financial independence and ownership of your practice. How fear hijacks your physiatry career. Think of a promotion in medicine. More pay, better hours, greater influence. Sounds great, right? But suddenly fear pipes up. What if my peers resent me? What if I mess it up? What if success changes me? Instead of accepting growth, fear convinces you to stay put. Safe. Small. Trapped. Now apply this same thinking to private practice. Fear isn't telling you the truth. It's just selling you comfort at the cost of freedom. The villain in your story. Fear disguised as reason. Fear is sneaky. It doesn't usually scream, "Don't do it." Instead, it sells you polished lies. Better wait until I know more about billing. Maybe after I save more money. I'll learn the business side later. This is avoidance in disguise. And avoidance is what keeps you building their wealth instead of your own. The guide's perspective. I'm Dr. Hassan. I've been where you are. A physiatrist with great clinical skill but little business knowledge, trapped by fear of the unknown. I learned the hard way. Fear doesn't go away first. You move with it. Each small step exposes fear for what it is. A lousy salesperson exaggerating risk. I've spent over a decade helping physiatrists do what seems terrifying at first. Build profitable practices that put them back in control of medicine. The plan to escape fear's grip 1. Name your fear. Write down exactly what you're afraid of. Get it out of the shadows. 2. Reality check. Ask, is this a fact, or is fear just pitching me a story? 3. Act small. Act now. Open the business account. Draft your website. Call the biller. Action shrinks fear. 4. Build momentum. Each move increases confidence. Each result proves you can do it. What's at stake? If you let fear keep calling the shots, you'll keep resenting yourself for staying small. You'll keep making hospitals rich instead of building your own legacy. You'll wake up in 10 years still saying, "Someday I'll start." But if you take action despite fear, you'll own a thriving physiatry practice. You'll gain financial independence. You'll reclaim medicine on your own terms. The deep emotional truth. Fear feels like it's protecting you, but in reality, it's keeping you from the life and practice you deserve. Every time you avoid it, you reinforce the chains. But when you act in defiance of fear, when you take bold steps toward independence, you're not just building a practice. You're building courage, self-trust, and freedom. The question is, will you keep letting fear run your life? Or will you finally start running your practice? Bottom line, you don't need fear to disappear to build your practice. You just need to stop letting it make the decisions. Download my free resource today. Subscribe on YouTube for weekly strategies to grow your profitable physiatry practice.